Okay, I am exhausted. We just got back from my cousins. I barely slept, had to get work done for my day job when we got back yesterday. And honestly, I'm just wiped out. And I didn't want to break the momentum. I actually recorded a video while we were over there. And for the people who are just catching up, I had to go to Arizona to visit my cousins because uh, my cousin's mom's just died, my aunt just died. So there's going to be a wake and then a funeral, but we can't make it to the services. So we wanted to be there for them and spend quality time with them and just see family and, just mourn together. And I still dedicated that time to family, which was important for me. And then late at night, when everyone went to sleep, I went to record a quick 3-minute video just to recap the small step that I took forward when I had personal time that I did in 15 minutes that honestly helped me a lot. And being with family meant everything. It was just good seeing my cousins, spending time with them, being there for them, and then just being around them and just being there for them. Because I know it's taking a toll on them and they lost both parents. So it's rough. My uncle passed away a few years ago, and then my aunt just passed away recently. So I know it's rough for them. So emotionally, physically, we drove 6 hours. I'm so tired. Long drive, little sleep, and just trying to catch up on my day job tasks when I got back because I had to get things done so that data could be loaded in the morning. So to fix an issue. And on top of that, I got a traffic ticket too. So not the best, but it is what it is. It just happens. I was speeding and I don't normally speed too. It's just the car, the ride, the music, and then I was just like, oh, okay. I could just if I take this speed, most of the time I'll probably get there faster. And then I got my first traffic ticket in probably like 15 years maybe. So yeah, that was a bummer too. And but one of the things I just want to cover was just a few of the things I was able to do. So yesterday when we left, one thing that was energizing was the fact that I was able to catch up on content and just videos while I was driving. So think learning content, business content. So Justin Sung, Alex Hormozy, Dan Martell, and specifically Justin Sung. I found him recently about with learning and just been diving into his videos. And if you've seen one of the videos previously where it was reverse goal setting. He basically put together everything that I've known about goal setting and like implementation, and then added the nitty gritty details of like how to actually implement it compared to like combining like different places and like the best practices from various people. And there's one thing that when he was going over was a breakdown on how we learn. And specifically, it was his review on Google's Notebook LM and then diving into the specifics of like use going into like how to use AI to learn better and specifically how AI can help us or hurt beginners because I've always considered my learning one of my superpowers. I've been able to learn pretty fast and comprehend things in terms of just being able to deeply focus on it just because I'm a naturally curious person. And it gets me excited to want to break down complex topics to learn them better. And one of the things that I learned was the feeling of overwhelm that we have when you dive into a new topic and then you get overwhelmed by how big and all the interconnectedness of a topic. That isn't a sign that you're failing. That's actually a sign that you're building deeper understanding. And the process of going through that pain and that overwhelm is how you learn deeper. And what AI does, and based on my limited understanding of from the video, was AI removes and makes it easier for us to get through that whole process, but that process is still needed. So he was going back and forth about, yes, this is a better tool, but for beginners and for learning complex topics, it could actually be worse off for you. And it ultimately will come down to the skill and the learning ability of the person using the tool. And AI is a tool, and it just gives you better tools to work with through that complexity. So one thing that it was like a big insight because I realized something listening to him. I like that complexity because I like starting from the outcome. Usually I'll start from the outcome. I like reverse engineering from that, even if it's like very complex topics. This is how I learned macro finance at like a deeper level, crypto at a deeper level, and then more recently coding full stack because I'll be coding full stack previously and I've made tools, but then I won't understand the fundamentals of those tools. And I want to understand the fundamentals of those tools so I can better direct Claude Code, Cursor to make applications in the way that I need it to. Because in the understanding that I have for digital marketing, because I have all of this base knowledge, and writing and storytelling that I can tell how to direct it and give it specific instructions so that I get a better output. And then when the output isn't what I'm looking at, or I can confirm work in this way or ask questions and then we'll head into a better direction. But that's because I already have that base understanding. And I think this is also why I learn fast with AI compared to a lot of other people is a lot of people are just using it for reactive answers. And I use that too. But when I'm trying to learn a topic at a deeper level, I don't just try to get the answer. I break down every piece that I don't understand until I fully understand it. So, here's like a topic and then there's all of these subcategories and then those categories relate to all of the other categories. I'll start diving into and going through like a rabbit hole to try to understand as much as I can until I either understand it or I'm mentally drained and I need to stop, and then I'll come back to it later. And that process is needed and based on what Justin was saying, is that process of figuring things out is how you learn faster, how you learn at a deeper level. So it was nice to know that, and it's just something I've naturally been doing and understood. But now it's good to like have a formal process understanding of it. So that was just something that was nice to have, and yeah, that was just one of the biggest insights I had yesterday. So today I'm just tired because day job, work. So today's not a big build day, but I got a lot done because my wife was able to drive halfway. She volunteered, and then so that I could work on the business, which is nice because I was able to record or not record, script a lot of the videos, and I'm going to be recording those soon. So today I didn't record any modules, write scripts, but I did take one small step forward, and it's just thinking about how I want to deliver and teach inside the healthcare analyst lab. And then just going back to helping students learn deeply and to not just memorize and to internalize the the things that are helping me progress forward. So the foundational things that I have to learn faster with AI, I want to at least put that into the program as well so that in the process of trying to break into healthcare analytics, members inside the community will be able to build these baseline learning with AI to significantly cut their time and make the best use of AI as they're trying to get the outcome. So it's going to multiply. It literally has multiplied my time with everything that I've been using AI for. So yeah, that was just one small thing that I wanted to add, and it would just made me think about Justin and what I was learning while I was driving. And the other thing is working with AI too, because normally in the past I would have just pushed through this feeling. And this is something that I've iterated through working with AI. I'm like, why do I burn out? And here's my like biggest patterns. because normally I would have just worked through this and not given myself like a little bit of a break. I would have done a little bit of work, or I did a little bit of work, but just make sure that if I'm feeling tired or drained, especially coming back from like heavy weekend, still gonna do some small thing, just like doing this, that'll keep me moving forward. But I'm acutely aware now of checking in my body and then seeing how mentally drained I am. And the way that I did that was I worked through pattern recognition with AI with all of the different times I've done this. This has been a repeating pattern for as long as I can remember with a lot of various businesses. And then I'll just get drained, overwhelmed, go hard for like months, and then not get sleep, and then get drained and keep pushing. And then I'm so burnt out that I need to take like months to just rest. And like, because I don't want to do any work. And then I'll come back later, 3 months down the line, and I'm feeling refreshed and I missed that hustle, and then it's time to go, and then I repeat that process. It can take anywhere from like when I get to that point, it depends. So it's nice to know that I have identified this so that this will be something moving forward that I can still move forward, but take the rest that I need now so I can be productive over a longer period of time instead of just going hard, massive output, and then little output for months instead of just consistent output. So I just think like the turtle in the hare. So if you're just feeling drained coming back from a heavy weekend, just do that small thing that'll help you thread the needle, be alive. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but just so that you can just keep momentum moving forward. Yeah, so that's it. Just something small, something meaningful, and within the schedule and the parameters that you have, so that you can just keep moving forward with your goals, but not push yourself too much. Anyways, that's all I have. If you want to break into healthcare analytics and be part of our beta test program and test out how to break into healthcare analytics, check out the link in the description below. And until next time, I'll see you later. Query responsibly. Bye.